I'm just building the reception outside area at the moment. We've got here a nice little sand pit. Let's go in the reception area in through their outside door. This is what I've got at the moment. Isn't it nice and colourful? And this is their screen. This is the teacher's desk area. Got a little playhouse for them to play in. And then just a table and some books. I've decided that this will just be a one-form entry school, otherwise it'll just be far too big of a building. And I promised you that I would do the fun little pattern leading up to the reception area. I did consider doing this wall here, like so. But even though that looks arguably better, I think it was just quite nice having the bright reception colour ready to greet you as you go into reception, even though it does look a bit weird, so I might change that later. Down here leads you to this, which we know and love. Not changed anything there. We'll go in there in a moment. I have done a little outside bit here. That's the corridor. So I'm not using my mouse mat at the moment. I'm using a leather footstool as my mouse mat because I'm on the sofa because I wasn't planning on making a video, but then I just fancied starting one. Which is why it sounds weird and it's tricky for me to control. But yeah, I built this kind of outside corridor. Of course, in real life there would be doors here, but no doors exist in the game. And this is that send outside space that I was mentioning. I've leveled everything out. This is seemingly a very flat school. Some schools do have 2 levels, so when we go up here, I might actually add a little staircase. But yeah, we've got this outside area here, which is lovely. I've got just a little chalkboard for them to play with, and painted onto the brick is this skull. I'm not doing anything actually jutting out, because all the grass underneath will just become dirt. Which is why I put this gravel here. Even though it does make this a nice bit of corridor, that wasn't the main reason. The main reason was because the dirt underneath that little strip there, you see where it's all dark, turned from grass to dirt, which was a pain. So that's why every bit of detail is either a flower or just on the walls themselves and not actually jutting out anywhere. Oh, I built a window, but I never actually did it on the corridor. Let's change that now. That's better. Then this is going to... Oh, I remember. Yes, this was going to be the playground. Because, hang on, I'm sure I put a window somewhere here. Yeah, there it is. Did I do a window anywhere else? Yeah, I did. Why did I just brick this up? I've got no idea. But yeah, this is going to be the playground. Like so. But one thing I've noticed is that because I'm not really got a plan and I'm just building this as I go along, it looks almost like a movie set. Most bits don't actually have a ceiling, and then the rooms themselves are just kind of open, and there are only small bits of the school walls that don't wrap around everything. But part of the fact that everything looks like a set is you end up with weird empty spaces like this. I'm thinking of actually turning this into a cupboard. I was going to do this later, but I'll do this now because I might as well. This can just be a cupboard. And I'll just give this brick walls, because we don't want it looking like the stage through there. And then yeah, I'll just give it some shelving. So that's weird. I didn't realise that slabs worked like that. Well, I'm going to have to do it like that. There we go. Is that just going to wrap all the way around? Yeah, that's like a school cupboard, isn't it? And then I'll just give it some more... Well, I was going to say I'd give it some more slabs for the roof. Does that work no matter... That's very bizarre. Maybe I'll just give it a white roof. Yeah, I'll do that. There we go, there's our school cupboard. Looks a bit shoddy, because it is. But little bits like that, I'm going to end up with loads of little spaces that I'm going to just have to end up building cupboards into or something. And it's really annoying that I can't put a door here, because it looks all messy and unfinished. Because this would just be staff only normally, and this would be just, I don't know, a room. Although speaking of, I do now realise that I have not built a teacher's cupboard, which is a bit strange. I could build one here. I've got space for that there. But I'll do that later. Because I haven't shown you another room yet. I'm sure you're like, Loki, tell me this. Oh look, I'm on battery. I considered cutting that out then, but I won't bother. Let's just plug it back in. Come on, you stupid thing. There we are. Yeah, this is the ICT room, or the ICT suite. It's just got a little window going in to that room. Maybe this was a later addition. I considered building these laptops or computers like so that they weren't looking just like long, very wide laptops from this angle, sorry, computers from this angle. But I decided against it because it's nice having a more open room that you can see from one end to the other. But a very plain and basic room. I'll add in a little e-safety poster. E-safety. Let's go. But aside from that, I think that's a bit too big. No, I liked the big poster. But aside from that, the ICT room is pretty much complete. I just need to add in a ceiling. Now, the obvious thing to do with these is just the slabs. Why is it loading? That's weird. But I don't like giving them the same ceiling every time. What shall I use? I'll use the slabs. It's an easy go-to. Right. I'll do that very quickly now. Wow, let's cut the video. Right, I've done the roof. But before I go back down, there is one more thing I want to add quickly. Which is just two skylights like this. The reason why I want to do this is because we had skylights very much like that when I was in primary school in our ICT room, and I made it very clear that I'm using my real life influences to influence me, obviously, because they're influences. What's the quickest way to come back down here? I suppose over this way. Also, I had an experiment, and I did realise, or rather just find out, that if I load this Save of the World in the classic version, sorry, not the classic version, I'm in the classic version, in the survival version, but still in 0.30, I can play in this world in survival, which is quite cool. Now, I'm pleased with my skylights, but now it looks a bit odd looking through them at the ceiling. And I think they might break up the ceiling a bit too much. Maybe they should only be one like this. Does that work better, do you think? Yes, I think this version... Oh dear, what did I just break? Oh, a computer. Right, I'll quickly change that now that I realise I'm not happy with what I initially did. I will be with you in a second. And then these white cloth blocks didn't work. It looked weird. So I'm not altogether sure what to do here. Should I have this as window or as... Sorry, as... What block should I use there? Yeah, I'll continue using the cloth instead of the slabs there. And then I'm not quite sure what to do to make it feel as though it fits in with the roof. Let's go back up. I can't be bothered to do that again. I'll just do it like this. It's much easier. I mean, I could have slabs along here. That might work. Which do I prefer? No, I prefer it like this. Oh, this is tricky. I think what might be the issue is that I can see the corridor, the cobblestone bit of the corridor. And my mind is going like, but the corridor is an inside thing, why can I see it outside? So I've got a solution. Just gonna make it brick, like everything else. Right, let's take a look. Yeah, that feels much, much better. Well, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go and do the dishes. I'm now just trying to... Sorry if I'm... Oh, for goodness sake. Yes, I'm plugged in. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm speaking very quietly because it's... For goodness sake. Because it's late. But I'm just going to try to clear out what will be the playground. It's quite a small playground, but I've seen smaller. It's quite sad, actually. I did a placement in a converted office block once. Literally a year ago. Pretty much to the day I finished, about a year ago, actually. A year and a couple of days ago. And the playground was tiny. Like, this is about, if we convert this into real life, 2.5, 3 times the size of what used to be their playgrounds. So, these imagine me Minecraft kids. Yeah, they don't know they're bloody born. They're fine with this. Come on, get a life, you fucking haters. I've only got 90 odd subscribers. I don't know why you're hating on me. Go hate on someone else. Go hate on... Who's a big YouTuber nowadays? Go and hate on Mr. Ben. Sorry if I got that theme tune completely wrong. I'm singing that from memory from about 17 years ago. So, yeah, hats off to me if I got that right. Speaking of hats off to Oswald. How did that theme go? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I can't remember. I know it finished by going, Oswald. Do 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 do. The thing is, I know I'm along the right lines, because I'm pretty much singing My Only Home by the Magnetic Fields, and that song always reminds me of the Oswald theme, because that song goes dun 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 dun. I was actually planning on cutting this part of the video, but seemingly that's not going to happen. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. a bit of Schubert in there. Hang on, is it Schubert or is that? No, it is Bach. It's Bach, of course, because some Bach and is it Bach Unleashed? No, it's Bach turned on. Jesus, joy of a man's desire. I find that I always go into sing-song mode when recording videos when tired. So there you go, you little lucky rascals. OBS was just showing me a black screen. Oh, I finished this, by the way. OBS was just showing me a black screen. So if the last bit didn't have any visuals, then, I mean, I'm still going to put it in the video, so I hope you enjoyed. I decided to go for some evenly spaced windows for this part of corridor, just, you know, to make it a little bit different, a bit more exciting. Put in a bit of a window up there. Maybe it should be like that, but it's not. Oh, maybe I could put in some slabs to make it a thin window, a thin dough, if you won't. Normally when people make puns, they will go, if you will, but I know nobody will, so might as well just say if you won't. Obviously this needs some decoration, and also it could do with some greenery and an access point, because this is normally where people are picked up from. Makes sense to put it in the corner. That's what I had when I was a school child. So let me just get rid of this bit of wall. Oh yeah, I was going to do stairs, wasn't I? Ooh. Maybe I could do some stairs here. Let's do that. I don't know if I'll make these walls any higher, because I might add some forest school. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I want it to all be one big building. I don't want it to have, like, various sections. So the building will wrap around all the way around here. But having a bit of forest school would be cool. So I might do that. I'm not sure. But for now, at least, there is our staircase. Goes up there. And then that's our entrance. Ooh. But if the buildings are wrapping around there, then surely that can't be an entrance. I could build a little walkway. Ooh, that's exciting. Not many schools have that, and I know I'm trying to make this quite realistic. But it would be cool to have a walkway. However, it's more likely that I'll just have 2 doors and a little fake zebra crossing. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Can't make these things too exciting. But anyway, I'm going to want these to come out into classrooms. It makes sense for the library to go there, because there's not enough space for 2 classes. Although, no, actually, I'm going to go back to using my dirt symbols. That's a penis. Let me actually make this a number 1. That's a number. So that'll be my year 1 class. And then here will be my number 2. You shall help me through this crisis. You shall be my number 2. I've never done a number 2 in block form before, so this may be rubbish. Yeah, that's just about a number 2. Should be a block higher, but I'm actually going to bother, because this is a high quality Minecraft video. If I say it enough times, it's true. This is a high quality Minecraft video. Brilliant. So there's 1 and 2. Then I'll have 3 and 4 over there and 5 and 6 over there. They can share doors. So 3 here. Marvellous. 34 and 56. And then somewhere I will build a library. I don't know where, but somewhere. maybe over there in the corner. But the last thing I'm going to do is actually finally decorate this area. Of course, the reception bit needs fencing off because it's always fenced off. So let's do that now. In fact, that is not a big enough space for reception to play. That's better. And then obviously need a play road, because all schools, pretty much all schools, if they don't, they should have a play road. So let's do that quickly. Probably needs to be another block out, which is a bit annoying, but there we are. I do like the sound of my mouse clicking. Sounds like a galloping horse. And I don't think I'm just saying that because I've been watching Miranda recently. Although there may be a connection. Perfect. And then, just in the middle, have a roundabout sign. I don't think there is actually a middle though, because, yeah, that's 5 and this is 4, but never mind. These things are never done perfectly. And then I did want to make a football bit. Don't know if I'm going to have space to actually do that properly. You know what, I'll build a field for that. However, I will build some really bad little goals here. One right next to this doorway, which will be a disaster waiting to happen. And of course, next to the windows of the teachers' rooms, so that they can look out and tell people off if they're misbehaving. And I can't put a doorway there because there's a bookshelf there. Normally there are doorways from the staff room to the playground in case of emergency. Can I just break a hole there? I feel that removes some of the coziness of the staff room. So instead, if there's an emergency, they'll just have to rush through there. If you just heard my phone beep, then you're a lucky little thing. Wonder what it says. I'll have a look in a minute. No, I won't. I'll have a look now. So 3 videos in a row have been interrupted by my phone. I didn't think I'm normally that popular. It was an automatic thing. Never mind. Oh dear, I did a shoddy job of doing that. Right, there we are. Yeah, we can have a look as teachers at what the kids are getting up to, make sure they're not misbehaving. And then, oh no, they've misbehaved, quick. Saunter down the corridor through the send courtyard. Sorry if we're interrupting anything. And then out to play. Whistle in mouth. What do you think you're doing, you ragamuffins? And then I'll just paint onto the floor. I don't know what symbols are used in football. That looks like a smiley face. I'm not going to paint anything on the ground. Or maybe I'll just do some basic stripes. There we go. I don't like that. Maybe in this colour. No, I'll just leave it there. Oh, no, that's not the block I wanted to, to place. And then, one last thing I'll do, and I'll do it here since there won't be a door here, is build the all-important toy shed. It kind of gets in the way of the road, doesn't it? Never mind, just what it is. Right, let's just build this up a little bit. Wow, it's good building. Well done, Eli. And then I'll just put some bog standard shelves in. But it's always good to have these things. And I'll even put in a floor. I'll spoil these imaginary kids. That's for all the outside toys. Should really have this part out of wood as well. I mean, I know it's a bit weird because that should be brick is the only thing, and I know you could say it's a thin wall, but we're in Minecraft, we know it's not. So we'll just leave it as brick. Else it'll irritate me, even though it looks nicer with it being the wood. But wood, you look at that. See, it's funny because it sounds like I'm using the word wood in terms of what we just built, but I'm actually using wood as in the modal verb. Haha, clever. Homophones. Or is it homonyms? Can't remember. I should know that. Anyway, playground built. I'm quite excited now to actually build the classrooms. I mean, I know I've done this one, but I mean, it's reception. It's not a classroom, it's a play area. Oh, I pissed off some UIFS teachers with that one. Oh, I haven't. Because no teachers watch me aside from myself. Goodbye.